What's up guys, and welcome back to the card tricks, and I'm really happy today because we're going to see one of my favorite moves of all the time, a 200 cut that is a classic. And of course guys, I'm talking about the Sybil cut. This move was published by Chris Kenner in 1992 in the book Totally Out of Control, a book that I absolutely recommend you, not only because of this move but also because it's full of amazing magic content. In this video guys, we're gonna talk about a lot of things. We're gonna talk about the 5 Faces of Sybil, also about the display and all the different ways that you can execute it. A really cool closer, a little variation that I call the 4 Faces of Sybil, and a really cool way to repeat the move all the time to transform it in a cycle move. If you are really interested in card shuffling or in cardistry, stay until the end because I'm gonna talk about some theory ideas related to the Sybil cut that I'm sure they are gonna inspire you. So grab your cards, let's get started. Alright guys, so we're gonna start holding the deck in the dealer's grip and we're gonna split it in these 3 buckets. We're gonna do this action using our right middle finger and also the thumb like this, and at the same time with the left index finger. So we're holding the buckets like this and we're splitting the deck in 3. I repeat, we are holding like this and we are splitting in 3. Now we're gonna split the first bucket in 2 with the right index finger, just like this. This is what we call a Z modified grip. And now we're gonna rotate our right wrist, just like this, alright? So our goal now is to grab this bucket with the middle and the thumb of our left hand, just like this. We're gonna let go now the right middle finger because this bucket is safe in the left hand, right? It's important that you grab this bucket near the bottom. Now this bucket is transferred again to the right hand, but like this. It was in this position and now we are moving it. Our pinky, ring and middle finger of our right hand are gonna grab the bag like this, right? Now these 2 fingers are not supporting the bucket. We can let them go and this bucket is held by these fingers. I'm gonna show you the grip exactly that I'm using it. Is this grip. I'm gonna repeat all the moves. We split the bucket in 3. We rotate the wrist, we grab it with the middle and the thumb, we rotate the bucket, we grab it with these 3 fingers, and now the last step, because we need to split this bucket. And we're gonna do it using a very similar wrist rotation, just like this. So we rotate our wrist, and now the same fingers that were holding this bucket a few seconds ago are the ones that split this bucket. This bucket of the 6 of clubs is gonna be split by the middle and the thumb. Okay, so we're gonna split the bucket and we have here 5 buckets. We are in this position and we can display the cards like this or like this, as we're gonna watch in a few seconds. And then to close it guys, you only need to square the buckets. So all the buckets that are now displayed, you only have to square it like this and you have complete the 5 Faces of Sybil. Alright guys, so there's 2 ideas related with the display of this card. The first one is that I really like to do the display after a little tiny square action, so I don't like to do the Sybil and then really quickly do the display. I prefer before doing the display, do this little, I don't know how to say, like a squaring action, but I'm not squaring of course. I'm like simulating that the card is ended and then suddenly appears the display. And the second idea about the display is that you can do it in 2 directions. You can choose at the moment of executing the display in which direction do you want to do it. Maybe like this, or maybe in the other side like this. So as you are watching guys, the rotation point is the right thumb, so I can rotate all in this direction or in this one, it depends on you. We're gonna talk now about the closer and the way that I prefer to do it. Because of course you can close the Sybil as you want and there's a lot of ways. Because with time guys, I discovered that my favorite way to close it is like this. I'm gonna explain it really quickly. Instead of closing it in a regular way, what I'm doing is this little action. I'm just putting this bucket on the top of this one from here to here. Notice how I'm not closing all the packets at the same time, but what I'm doing is that I'm closing these 4 packets, but the second packet, it will be closed at the very end of the move. So I'm closing these 4, and this last packet that was the second one, now I'm closing it. So it's a different way to close it, and probably my favorite one. Alright guys, so there's an additional idea to the Sybil, and it's this one. It's a really easy way to do it using only 4 packets. It's exactly the same that we have learned, but without breaking this packet. So instead of splitting it, we're gonna steal it like this, and now we can close all the packets. I'm gonna repeat it like this. Alright guys, so this is the move. It's really easy to do, and in my opinion it looks even smoother than the first one because it looks faster and there's no stopping point. You do not stop the move in any point, so you can do all the motion in a really smooth way. As you probably know, I really love the cycle moves in Cardistry, and this is one of the top moves, the Sybil, because there's some point inside the move that it can allow you to repeat a part of the move. So when you are doing this action, you can also do the same that we have learned with the 4 faces. You can steal it, and now instead of closing it, you can replace this packet with this one like this. Now you are changing the grip here like this. It's hard to do in slow-mo. Now you grab the packet with the 3 fingers and you do exactly the same move. As you're watching, I'm doing all the time the same. So this is what is happening. And there's in some point that you can break this packet, do the display of the 5 faces, and then close it. Doing it slower, it's this action. I do the Sybil, now I steal this packet, replace this packet, change the grip, grab it, steal it, replacing, change the grip, grab it. Alright guys, so welcome to the end of the video, and I'm gonna talk about some personal thoughts about the move. For me, the Sybil is one of my favorite concepts in Cardistry. And yes, I talk about concept because I consider the Sybil more than a cat or a slate. For me, it's a really full concept that includes a lot of variations. The Sybil is the starting point of a lot of moves in this art form. There's a lot of my moves, especially the old ones, that start from a Sybil position. Benweight, Ultimo Sybil, Diablo Rojo, Aire are only a few examples. It's a perfect move to understand what cardistry is. If you are a beginner, this move gives you a powerful foundation for your cardistry. So that was all for today guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if so, don't forget to hit the like button down below. And if you are new, don't forget to hit this button and download my free magic handbook, which contains 15 amazing card moves. That was all for today guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.